That is terrifying.
We'll get it out. Okay.
You sound a bit laggy to me now, George.
Oh no. Do I sound laggy,
You
Charlie?
sounded all right.
Or maybe it's Charlie. Did you hear that lag?
Oh.
No.
Maybe it's just me. All right,
that's just my voice.
Okay.
Why are the birds lagging? Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. As today we're doing things a little bit differently. We're going to attempt a podcast type video. We've interviewed fans, we've vlogged in press boxes, we've researched players, fun facts about them. Go and check those videos out if you haven't seen them. But today we're doing a podcast ahead of Euro 2020. We're going to predict upcoming stars. We're going to predict the outright result of the competition. And for any good podcast, what do you need? Very good guests. So here's two very good friends of mine, George and Johnny, very good supporters of the channel. George, Johnny, it's a pleasure to have you here. How are you doing?
Yes.
Oh, great, mate. I'm happy to be here.
Top of the morning, mate.
It's good to see you.
Happy to be here.
Big Chelsea fan, of course, George. Who are you most looking forward to seeing from Chelsea Blue in the Euros?
Billy Gilmore. I love the kid. And for Scotland, he's probably going to be their best player. He's going to be their best player. And I can't wait to see him.
Who do you think is going to progress the furthest and really have most chance of bringing it home for their team? Unless you think that is Billy Gilmore as well.
No, I think Kante's so influential for France that I think France are probably the favourites for the tournament.
He's pretty good.
I think Kante will do the best. Yeah, he's pretty good. Not bad.
And Johnny, big fan of the red side of Manchester. Same question to you. Who do you want to see really take this tournament by storm?
Same question for me. See, when it comes to France, I think Pogba, but obviously France are the favourites, so I don't want to go with Pogba. I'm going to go as an England fan, and I know he's a left back. I think, especially watching the friendly against Romania, I'm thinking Luke Shaw to be the start for England, have a fantastic campaign. Bob's your uncle, we win the Euro.
It could be an outlet, couldn't he? He's got a good cross on him.
He could. Best left back we have.
So anyway, boys, breakout stars. No one else has predicted this. We're talking breakout stars. Who are the young players that are going to come through, or who are slightly older players who you really think could use this tournament as a platform to really boost their career, head into the peak years as a footballer? George, I'm going to come to you first. Who are you feeling?
It's a tough question.
I
don't know why, but without Zlatan, I feel like Sweden needs something. And I think Alexander Isak and Dejan Kulusevski, both of them could do something at the Euros. I don't know why. It's just they're my outside shot.
Isak, what is he, about 19, 20 years old?
He's massive, and he's going to be taking all the glory because Zlatan's not there. So he's going to be, he's going to be key to the team.
Wait, is Zlatan not called up?
See it happening. He's injured, I think.
Has he not been called up? Oh,
I'll check for you.
Oh.
Is he actually not there?
Check the stats, please.
Yes, there is no Zlatan
I might be wrong
in the Sweden squad.
Oh, I'm sorry for doubting you. Sorry.
Alexander Isak.
That's a good shout, to be fair.
I do agree with that. He's certainly been scoring goals in the league, and not one of the easiest leagues to score goals in as well, of course. But
no.
Kulusevski, I've
got a feeling.
Go on.
I've just got a feeling about the pair of them. I just think they're both really good players.
Do you think someone will get out of their group?
They've got a tough group, yeah.
Spain, Poland. Well, I guess there's that third place thing, but
there is the
going off like A and B, or 1 and 2.
I think they could. I think with them too, and like you've got Emil Forsberg as well. They've got some good players in Sweden. I think they could turn up and do something.
I just know more players for Sweden than I do Poland, so I'll just take Sweden. Yeah. But then they've got Lewandowski, so I don't even know.
They do. Best striker in Europe.
Second best.
Johnny, who are you thinking? What players? Who's going to stun the world or the continent? Yeah. Just your first one.
Well, honestly, I feel like I'm not an avid football student like you two, so I can't even say all these names. I mean, I am. I play a lot of FIFA. So I'm going to go. Honestly, I'm just going to say Jamal Musiala because I saw him against Lazio. He scored that goal. I don't know enough,
Musiala.
but then again,
I
are
absolutely
Germany even
agree.
going to get out the group? Don't know. Of course you do.
Very talented player. Very
He is
talented player.
a good player.
Another name that I didn't have written down here, but
Ex-Chelsea.
There's no worries about that.
Chelsea, indeed.
Yeah, no, he's impressed in a
Yeah.
very impressive Bayern Munich team, hasn't he? You've got to be some player to break into that side.
Well, he got called up, didn't he? So I think that's enough. But like, just as he's basically English, I'm going to support my boy.
Basically, English
Good
is probably
shout.
going to score against England at some point. I'm quite impressed by the Dutch front line. Donyell Marlin. What are we thinking?
Never seen him play.
Never
Terrible
seen
on
him.
FIFA. No.
Like rapid, but is he any good? I'm
But
not
the
sure.
thing is, I only
He's
know
been
he's
scoring
rapid through
goals.
FIFA.
Yeah.
So I refuse
He's
to
been
accept that he's a good football player. He plays for PSV. He's shite.
Right,
No.
he scores goals.
Yeah,
I'm
I
searching
agree.
Donyell Marlin for.
Get his stats up.
I'm getting his stats up as we speak. Eredivisie 2021 season, 32 matches, 19 goals, 8 assists.
I saw a player have very similar stats back in, I want to say, 2015, 16. Went by the name of Memphis, and he was rubbish for in the Prem. So no,
He's going to
You
Barca
don't-
now, isn't
You don't bond well with Memphis Depay, do you?
I hate that man.
Another player I
Sorry,
think
please.
might do quite well, who I don't know if you're going to know. Have you ever heard of Wout Weghorst of Wolfsburg?
Yeah, Wolfsburg striker,
Goal
Dutch.
scorer.
Yeah,
Absolute goal scorer.
he's scored a lot of goals this year. I don't really know a lot about.
I've got a soft spot for the Bundesliga. I don't watch it a lot, but when I do watch the highlights, he's always scored a goal every time I've seen them. 28 years old in the prime.
You do love a German.
I do love a German. That's why Musiala picked him, I suppose. Just so I would love him. But 34 matches,
I have
20
one
goals,
word to-
8 assists in the Bundesliga. Wolfsburg, surprisingly up to third in the table, I believe.
Another
Impressive
Farmers
season.
League.
Surely, with the Dutch, with these Dutch strikers, surely they're going to do quite well. Do we not agree with that?
Wait, who's in there? Oh,
They could do. I just don't know. I've never seen either of them play, to be honest.
they're getting through. Their group's easy. They've got Ukraine, Austria, and North Macedonia.
Right. Well, that's what we're
So,
here
yeah.
for. If Donyell Marlin and Wout Weghorst smash goals in for the Dutch team, I'm taking credit for that when we come back to review this.
Okay, fair enough.
Credit.
You said it. It's out there. It's out in the world.
And if they
Take it.
score one goal between them, I'll also take the slack. The flag. Anyway, George, have you got another one?
You might have to come back to me.
You wrote down 2. Johnny, have you got another one?
Listen, I'm banking all my chances on them too. All right.
What, another breakout star?
You got another breakout star?
Oh, Barella. He's quite good looking at Italy. I know
Barella.
he's
Talk
like
to me about
23.
Barella.
Just won didn't he just Scudetto with Conte and all them boys?
He did.
He's apparently
He did.
quite good. Italy, they're my dark horse of the competition. They've got a pretty easy group. I think they're gonna.
They are. They've got Chiesa, great player.
I just think
Got
they're
a very
front three.
solid
No,
team.
think about
Italy.
their front three: Insigne, Immobile, Chiesa. Midfield: Jorginho, Barella,
Verratti.
yeah. 2 full doesn't matter. Probably Darmian or someone.
Darmian and Pasquiglio.
Chiellini and Bonucci and Donnarumma.
It's got a
They've
good
got
spine,
a
isn't it?
solid team. They do
It's
have
a.
a
It's
good
a.
spine.
I think it goes unnoticed as well. I think they're a really good team, but people don't see it.
Good team.
They certainly could have an outside chance. Not one of the favourites you'd expect, but the Italians, a team you'd want to avoid. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
I wouldn't want to come up against Italy.
I think
They
we'll
could just
beat
make
Italy.
things. They could make things difficult for England.
I bet they just play like really terrible, like Antonio Conte-esque football. I don't even know who their manager is.
I believe it's Roberto Mancini.
It's still
Oh.
Mancini. Wow.
That's a
Never knew
throwback.
But the Italians, one to watch. impressive.
They are. They are. I agree with that.
Another one I've got who's been around for a while, I believe, but might impress this tournament. Yusuf Poulsen of Denmark, former strike partner of Timo Werner at Leipzig. Apparently, is the reason Werner scored so many goals.
Werner scored
play
loads
at
of goals.
Barcelona?
Werner's really good.
Or am I completely wrong?
That's Braithwaite. You're thinking of Braithwaite.
Yeah.
Man. All right.
I know my shout. I think it is Ciro Immobile. I think he's just going to score goals.
Wait, I thought we were talking about young.
He's not a breakout star, but I think he's just going to show that he's actually a really good striker.
Yeah, some not just breakout stars, but players who you think could use this to kind of. Who will you look back on this tournament and that's the first player you'll think of because they're iconic for that? I'm talking James Rodriguez, 2014 World Cup, maybe Denis Cheryshev, 2018 World Cup.
Honestly, I can't see. I reckon Ronaldo will have a surprisingly bad tournament because he just seems like he's getting old now.
Surprisingly
Portugal will have such a good squad. Portugal that I think he'll get the chances and he'll just put them away because that's what Ronaldo does.
Yeah.
Current holders, of course, and their squad looked nowhere near as strong as it does now. 5 years on.
Yeah,
With the
it is a very good squad.
I think that squad's amazing. If you actually go,
it's suddenly become a top squad.
As well.
That's a shout for breakout star.
He's injured though, isn't he? He's injured.
Oh.
The world might laugh at me, but I think Alvaro Morata will score goals.
No.
Wow.
I think he will.
No. But saying that,
Alvaro.
I remember. Do you remember when we were on holiday? And I think it might have been a Euro or World Cup, and he just joined Chelsea. He was banging goals in that tournament.
And the other day, he missed an absolute sitter in the 93rd minute, and I just think that'll inspire him to just score goals.
He's a good football player. I don't think he's good at football.
That's a fair enough point. He's not been very good for the last few years.
Certainly, two players I think could be impressive for Spain. First one, Gerard Moreno, Morata's strike rival partner, however they're going to play. And Adama Traore, who could be very key for Morata with his pace and crosses from the wings. If they can get that combination going between...
I love that man. I think once he gets going, who's actually stopping? I think he's amazing.
He offers them something different to Spain, I think.
His biggest problem is himself as well. Like his final ball is not great.
Yeah, it's certainly improved.
Improved on that. If it got to like a top level, he is a different player. Like he is something else.
Could become a seriously incredible winger.
He's got a very specific skill set, which is hard to stop.
So not a lot of Spanish players have.
He's a very good player. He changes the way that they can play.
He's a different option.
Good player.
Well, I don't associate them with like wingers at all.
No, that's it. But they haven't really got the tiki-taka so much anymore, do they?
No, they have lost it.
They've got like Herrera. They've got like workmen. They've got Thiago. He's good, I think.
But yes, Thiago,
no Ramos at the back either.
No. How much of a loss do you think that could be?
Saul. Ramos is a massive loss, I think.
They got Laporte though.
They do, but I think Ramos is one of them players that he'll come up with a clutch goal and he'll put them through, and they're going to miss that.
I've just noticed, why are people saying Laporte was the one to replace Ramos when Eric Garcia is in this team? How is Laporte not ahead of Eric Garcia?
Wait, what? The City player got called up?
Yeah. Everyone was saying that Ramos was replaced by Laporte. Laporte is the reason Ramos is not there. But surely,
how have they actually not called him up?
I don't know.
It's crazy. And they called up Eric Garcia, who didn't play a game all yet.
Any other players that we're thinking? Any other dark horses we think might be in this tournament?
Like Sabitzer. Every time I see that guy play, plays well. I think he's Austrian. I'm staring at the flag. Staring at that flag reminds me of Sabitzer. He's good.
They always seem to have decent players, never really seem to do anything. Is that going to be the same? Yeah, the
likes of baby players.
Arnautovic, could he have a good season? A good tournament?
He got called
Yeah.
off. Isn't he playing in China?
He's in China, isn't
He is. He's still around.
he? I don't know. He could have a good
Maybe we
tournament.
shouldn't offer an in-depth analysis on Austrian international football.
That's probably not my specialty, that one, to be honest.
If anyone was hoping for Austrian
Yeah.
analysis, this is not where you should have gone.
Stick off now.
So there you have it. Those names on the screen are the players we think will shine come Euro 2020. Plenty more names that could have been said, of course. Plenty of the English lads, Jude Bellingham, Mason Mount, etc., if they've not already burst onto the scene. But huge thanks to Johnny and George for joining me in doing this. It was great fun, and I hope you enjoyed listening. Stay tuned for our outright predictions of who we think will come out on top come July the 11th. Cheers, guys.